Hey everybody, today we're going to make jiānbing, and I'm sitting here in post and I'm realizing that there are a number of things that I didn't cover during the initial recording of this video. I'm going to go over those right now. Jīdàn, which is essentially a crepe. Now I'm looking at the French and the Chinese style, the recipes themselves, and they're very, very similar. The French, they tend to put in their toppings after the crepe is cooked, where the Chinese, they mix it in with their batter and then they fry it up. The French can do sweet or savory. The Chinese, I've only seen them do savory, but I've never seen them do sweet. Also, the French tend to rest their batter for an hour or more before they cook it. When I asked my Chinese friends about this, they kind of looked at me crazy. Like, no, we mix it up and we cook it right away. Number two, I have a motive here where I want to use some of my sourdough discard, so I'm going to be using some sourdough. I've never seen the French nor the Chinese incorporate that into their recipes. Not saying it isn't done, cool. You use what you have. That's the true essence of actually cooking, is going by the seasons, going by the harvest, using what you have at your disposal. Which also brings me to number three, which is I'm going to be using what I have at my disposal. I'm going to be harvesting some zucchini, which did fantastic this year, a little bit of carrot. I'm going to mix this into my batter. It's a very good recipe and it will get rid of some of that sourdough discard, some of those veggie growth harvest that you have. It works all around. So without further ado, here's jiānbing, which is a pancake. Chinese crepe. Enjoy! It's that time of week and I need to feed my sourdough starter. I hate to throw away this discard, so we're going to make jiānbing, which is Chinese pancake. I'm going to start with a good amount, but not too sourdoughy. A couple eggs, and then some milk. And what this really is a Chinese egg crepe. You'll want this consistency pretty thin because it's going to be really, really thin in the batter, in the pan when we fry it up. I think what I'm going to do now is finish feeding my sourdough and then we'll get into the crepe making. And me. All right, the batter's mixed up, nice thin consistency. We're just going to shred up, and I like to use this shredder. Don't know what you call that. And we'll do this to the zucchini, to the carrot, and you could do this for whatever veggies that you might have left over from the garden, taking care of some of that harvest. It's going to be a savory crepe. It's all an experiment, folks. Your batter mixture is basically your base. My zucchini this year did so well. Stuff's growing like weeds. Now, I don't like my pieces too long, so I'm just gonna not mince it, but make it just a little bit smaller. We're gonna add it to our mixture here. A fair amount. Mix it in as you go, and if we need to thin it out, we can. Just add more milk. You can use water too, but I think the milk gives a bit better flavor. Okay, let's get to cooking. As always, don't forget to compost. You know what? I almost forgot the salt. So just a little pinch of salt. Salt to taste. How it's getting a little bit like bubbly, like a regular pancake. We don't want that. So we're gonna thin out our batter just a little bit more, and it will help if we have our heat up a little bit. So I'm gonna crank it up to a good medium. First one or two is an experiment, and that's completely okay. Once our top gets relatively cooked, what we can do is just put a little bit of oil on top. We're gonna brush this around. And we're going to flip it. We're gonna try to flip it, I should say. I usually destroy one or two of these before I get the hang of it. Alright, she's about done, at least the first one. Not too bad for the first attempt. I'll pull this off. Little meat, maybe some ham, sriracha, however you like your crepe. This is pretty good. You can even keep them for a day or two. Nice and flaky. A hint of the sourdough. Got the veg in there. Great breakfast. That's it for today. Hope you enjoy. Stay relaxed. Keep on living.